Yeah, I'm just finishing up grinding the valve seats for my old bus. But I'm using this. You use stones on pilots, and I've done hundreds of these. But this particular unit, I don't know what brand this is. But this particular driver uses that, so I was using this. But this design, where it isn't like momentary. You got to hit it twice to get it back off again. Well, I don't particularly care for that. I'm used to just an impulse you can do, but this makes it challenging. But I've got a regular screwdriver. I'm going to have to get some of the holders, the stone holders for that shoe one, because this does not appeal to me. You don't want to take off more than you have to. But anyway, I got them. But now, these particular heads are not the heads that came off of the machine. This is on that 61 Volkswagen bus. This is the type of head that was originally on there. Now the thing about these is they pull these rocker studs out. And there is a kit, that goes in there, but they're really weak in here. And I fought with that on the old one, the original heads. Well, the heads that I'm replacing it with are a slightly newer. Not much, but it was a way of getting around that. What they did was to put in a much bigger boss around where the stud goes. So hopefully I won't have that problem again. I think it was an early thing that carried over from the 36 horsepower to the 40 horsepower, and it wasn't uncommon for them to go out. And them studs hold your rocker arms, and then your rocker arm would come loose, well then you'd get nothing going. Like I said, there was something called like a Lyle kit or something that they made that could go in there to straighten them out again. But as long as I had these available, I went with them. But I've got them all tuned up. And this contraption, if you're not familiar with this kind of thing, is for dressing the stones. The stone on the pilot, which I have now misplaced. Here. You've got to dress them up or they'll get wore down from grinding on a hard valve seat. And you can adjust this thing. It's got a little diamond on the end to cut that angle. Whatever angle you need. You got different stones for different angles. But dealing with this, full on kind of a driver, that's not good. And these are actually stones that my brother's got, and it's kind of odds and ends, but because you can get like big 3-inch stones, and these are just wore out stones, but for a little Volkswagen head they're fine, or for like a motorcycle head. But I'm replacing all the valves, and now I just got to lap them in. I got the seats where I want them, which is a tricky thing, but like I say, I've done hundreds of heads, but that's where this Prussian blue, machinist blue, comes in handy. That and a magic marker. And these have got the 3 angles. Now, what I like to do on the motorcycles is I actually go with 5 angles. But for this old Volkswagen, 3 is plenty. It makes these a high RPM motor. But that's one. Like I say, I got a lap in with valve grinding compound. That will tell me exactly, the valve fit. Though, the Prussian blue does that too. But the lapping gets the final perfect seal. But it's one more step closer.